Hey guys, this is your host Nitin Binhani, and a very warm welcome to my startup podcast channel Jazair Audio, where we share real stories with real learnings.
This is the Startup Guru sub-series of my podcast channel Jazair Audio, where this wealth of information is shared by the startups experts extracted from their LinkedIn, Twitter, or YouTube accounts.
Elizabeth Yin, the co-founder of Hustle Fund VC, on her Twitter handle @dunkippo33, shared a thread on how do you set prices for your product/service and how can you change it at a later stage. Here are the series of her tweets that will help you to price your product or service. 1. In the beginning, don't worry about optimizing your price. Just make sure that you cover all your costs. 2. Setting a price, how much ever small it is a huge leg up than away free. I'm a big fan of paid pilots versus free pilots. Why? Because when the customer goes through the whole process of buying, even if it's just for a few dollars, it becomes real. That is, there's a market for this. In contrast, anyone can say yes to something free. That's not a great way to figure out how much people really care about your product/service. After paying up, customers are most likely to give you a direct feedback on what is working and what isn't. This helps you to improve your product/service faster. Whereas, with a free product, it's a lot easy to be indifferent. 3. It's important to set early expectations with your customers. Whether it's a consumer or a B2B client, you could specify that this is special pricing for you as an early adopter, but only for a limited time period. This allows you to increase your prices without facing any complaints at a later stage. 4. Another great strategy is to charge the existing customers at an old price for a long time and only increase it for the new customers. 5. Not only should you cover all costs, but ideally you should also cover the timing of costs. In my view, charging upfront annual fee is always best. Quarterly is the second best, while monthly is okay. However, invoicing after all the work is done is the worst. 6. These days, entrepreneurs can opt for invoice-based loans that can get you cash up front, in case you are in an industry where the payment norm is the latter. But ideally, you want to test whether your market will be okay will do their payment upfront for a year. 7. A lot is based on your framing. For example, the SaaS startups often charge the annual fees upfront. 8. So, to summarize, cover your costs. Charge something to get your customer committed. Don't worry about optimizing prices. You can adjust as you go along the way. Set clear expectations with your customers that the prices will eventually go up. Finally, try to get upfront cash if you can. Question: where do you stand on discounting the annual fee against monthly in order to drive more upfront annual payments? Elizabeth: base it on the churn and what benefit you derive from this upfront cash. If the average customer pays for 5 months, 50% off could net you more revenue and loyalty. However, if they stay with you for years, no discount could be a lot better in the long run. Another way is that if the annual fee helps you to grow your marketing spend faster, then do a discount, otherwise don't. A guest tweets: the best lesson I learned over the years is to have an ugly price. An ugly price sits alongside your main price point, a price that is somewhere between 80% to 90% of the main price, but delivers only 50% of the value.
So, with this, we have reached the end of this podcast. Are you a founder of an early stage startup and looking to raise funding? Get your startup investor ready before even you start pitching to your prospective investors. For know-how, please visit www.jazairo.in. That is www.jasaro.in.